Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Pokemon Sleep video. Today we are talking about incenses, where to get them, what they do, and when to best use them. Now, for free-to-play players, these things can be quite limited. I'm not completely free-to-play. I do use a premium pass, and after playing for about 4 or 5 weeks, and I've only really used 1 or 2 incenses, this is what I've got so far. Now, I must say that if you're a whale, then just use as many as you can buy. But of course, if we're talking about min-maxing, or if you're free to play, or if you're only on a premium pass and you've got limited resources, then I've got a number of tips for you guys. In fact, I've summarized them all. If you don't want to watch this video, just go check out my chart in my Discord channel. I just made this chart. It's still a little bit of a work in progress. We're nearly done. I will post it into my Discord as a separate chat under the sleep topics. So over here, once it's done, basically it will summarize everything you need to know, and I'm going to go through it in this video as well. And it's good for you to actually watch this video so I can explain everything in this chart in case there's anything you don't understand. Now, there are 5 incenses in this game for bonuses, and then there are a number of incenses for catching Pokemons as well that you can earn. You can use up to 2 incenses every time, and then by the next time you wake up from your tracked sleep, both incenses will be consumed. You cannot stack 2 of the same incenses. So for example, if I wanted to use Luck Incense, and then I want to use Luck Incense again, it won't let me. Also, if a Pokemon cannot spawn in that area, you won't be able to use that incense. So it would actually just be grayed out. So if I want to use Krogunk and Chikorita because they are available in this research area in Cyan Beach, therefore I can use either of these 2 incenses. You can get these incenses either in the game's shop, and I've written this in the chart as well. On the general store, you will be able to buy 4 of the 5 total incenses. And I'm only focusing on the bonus incenses. I don't mean the Pokemon incenses. So there are 4 of them. The only one that you can't get from this shop is the one that you can get in the regular exchange, which is the recovery incense. So you need to use sleep points for that. You can also get this from achievements. So just from... so when I say achievements, I mean these things. So when you have done a certain number of something, then it will give you some rewards. So the one that drops the energy incense is the main skills used. So this is the only one that I'm aware of that drops energy incense, energy recovery incense. And you can find a summary of all this information on cerebi.net as well. Alright, on to the juicy bit of this video, which is when to use these incenses. So I've summarized it in this chart, but let's just go through what they do first. Growth incense, the red one, is ×2 of the Pokemon experience when you wake up in the morning. Focus incense is ×2 on the research EXP, so you'll rank up faster. Friend incense gives you extra hungry Pokemon, and by the way, you shouldn't use it on a good camp week, and I'm going to explain why in a moment when we go through when to use them, because you already get a hungry Pokemon with good camp week. Luck incense is multiply your Dream Shard amount in the morning by 2, and recovery incense multiplies your energy recovered by 2. So let's start with growth incense. Now the best time to use growth incense is during good sleep day 2. So I've just shortened the word, the good sleep day, as GSD, and I put the number as which day it is. So this is just as my terminology. I just find it easier to talk about it this way and put it in summary, but I've put it in the footnote as well. GSD2 just means second day. GSD3 just means third day. I haven't had the need to use GSD1 yet as an abbreviation. So GSD2, and that's because Pokemon EXP is multiplied by 2 from the Good Sleep Day event, which can get multiplied on top of that by the incense. And if you also stack EXP bonus, and this column here is which sub-skill you should have in Pokemons. So for example, my Metapod here, very cheap investment to get Sleep EXP bonus, which I used during the Good Sleep Day event, because it gave me an extra 14%. So it'll multiply the multipliers by another 1.14, which allows even more stacking of the incense. You're not wasting the incense. You're making the multipliers all stack on top of each other. Even better if you have multiple of these Pokemon with the Sleep EXP bonus, but you should know, and I explained this in another video, that multiple sub-skills in Pokemon will be added as a multiplier. It's not a big deal. You just need to know you put as many as you can stacked together on Good Sleep Day to get the most EXP at the end of the night when you wake up. So over here on this column is just some side notes for you to understand why I said certain things in this chart. Focus Incense, so that's the one that allows you to rank up quicker, ×2 research EXP. So you want to do this on a day where you get the highest drowsy power. So that will be either Sunday night or during Good Sleep Day event. And you know that on Good Sleep Day, on the second day, you get ×2 drowsy power. So with higher drowsy power, total drowsy power, either on Sunday night or Good Sleep Day 2, or Good Sleep Day 3 wouldn't be too bad either. You will get the most sleep styles show up. So the higher drowsy power, the more Pokemon will show up with sleep styles. And also the star levels of each Pokemon that show up. Now, if the star level is higher, you also earn more EXP for your rank. This is actually the same as down here for Dream Shards as well, because each Pokemon will typically have 4 different sleep styles, and the better the star level of the sleep style, the more EXP and the more Dream Shards you get, and also the more candies you get. But the candy is not related to our discussion today. So for example, again, this is pulled from Cerebi.net. If you've got a stretching sleep Larvitar, the amount of EXP you get, the amount of Dream Shards you get is lower than, because that's a 1-star sleep. Whereas if you have a top belly sleep, which is a 4-star sleep, you will get many, many times more EXP and Dream Shards. So you want, and you really mostly unlock these 4-star or 3-star sleep styles at high drowsy power. The sub-skill to stack here is the Research EXP bonus. And you really want it on a level 10 sub-skill so that you don't have to invest too much. But this is the Research EXP bonus. You don't want it on a level 100 unlock. So when you do decide to use a Focus Incense, have 1 or 2 Pokemons on your team that are also with the sub-skill Research EXP bonus, if you want to maximize the outcome of the incense. Now, one thing you should know about this chart is the order I decided to do these incenses is from importance. To me, Growth Incense is the most important, and you should really consider how you utilize it. Focus Incense was second, Friend Incense was third, Luck and Recovery Incense were the least important to me. It may be a little different for you, but that's just how I recommend in terms of what you should really understand. If you're going to have to choose one incense to really understand and know how to use, it will be Growth and Focus Incense. Now, regarding Friend Incense, now as I was saying before, you shouldn't use it on a good camp week. So the one where you use this ticket here to get you a good camp. And that's because on a good camp week, every day you're going to get an extra hungry Pokemon anyway, and Friend Incense does the same thing. But you might go, well, bro Vinny, can't I just have 2 hungry Pokemon, extra hungry Pokemon? Yes, you can, but if you're min-maxing, if you're really trying to get the most out of your biscuits, shouldn't you try and use your bonus biscuit on a hungry Pokemon every single time? If you have 2 hungry Pokemon show up on the same day, you better have a great biscuit. You don't want to be using your Poke Biscuit on a hungry Pokemon if you don't have to. So in order to not waste your biscuits, I would say use your Friend Incense on a separate week to good camp set. And look, it's a matter of opinion. You might disagree with me, but here it is. I said no good camp on for Friend Incense. For Luck Incense, it's a little bit less important because generally speaking, people have enough Dream Shards if you're not wastefully investing into your Pokemon. But the best time to use an incense, a luck incense, is again when the drowsy power is highest, because with higher star level and the more sleep styles that show up, you're going to get more dream shards in total. So again, my recommendation is either Sunday night, which is the last day of the week, or good sleep day 2 or good sleep day 3. That's when your drowsy power is highest. Now, the recommendation over here over up here should also say good sleep day 3 as well. That's just a typo on my part. I'm going to correct that in a moment. Whichever day gives you the most drowsy power. The sub-skill to stack is Dream Shard bonus. Try and find a Pokemon that has Dream Shard bonus on the level 10 unlock, so that you don't have to over-invest just to stack your incense when you do this. So for example, this one is not good here because level 75 is too far away. So this Pikachu here has a level 10 unlock for Dream Shard bonus. It's a skill that's otherwise useless throughout the week in increasing Snorlax strength and so on. So I'm not saying this Pikachu is really good, but if you keep one or two Pokemon that has Dream Shard bonus at level 10 before you go to sleep, when you use your incense with Luck Incense, then you would get the most out of it when you stack Dream Shard bonus. You might tell me, look, this Pikachu doesn't need to sleep though, it's on 100% energy. Okay, so then what you would do is just not have this Pikachu on the team. Look, it's only 6% of Dream Shards. It's not crazy. It does multiply to 12% after the multiplier, but it's not a crazy amount. Dream Shards are generally a little bit more commonly available in the game, so you don't have to worry if you can't stack this. And that is another reason why Luck Incense is the 4th on my list, not the most important. And finally, the least important incense, the recovery incense. I still haven't had a chance to use it. Look, it's not a bad idea to use it, but you need to know when to use it. If you're sleeping 8.5 hours as an adult, you get 100% sleep recovery anyway. What do you need times 2 energy recover for? So this would only be useful if you are, say, tracking short hours of sleep. So let's say for some reason you're taking a 4-hour nap, or maybe that's just your routine. You only do 4 hours. Then you can get maybe even up to 100% by recovery of energy by having this incense on. You can stack this with energy recovery bonus. I don't feel like it's necessary. I don't feel like you need to prepare a Pokemon just for this, but it's an additional 12% if you have energy recovery bonus sub-skill. I haven't done any research or data collection regarding how recovery energy stacks in terms of nature, sub-skill, and incense. I do not have data on that. I'm just guessing. Whereas sleep EXP bonus, for example, so what we were talking about in terms of growth incense, we have confirmed how the calculations are done. So, but having said that, energy is not that important, so it doesn't really matter. And as a note here, I said, look, sleeping 4 hours and you have incense to double the energy recovered, then you'll get 100% as opposed to maybe only 50%. And you should always try and keep your Pokemon team at about as close to 100% as possible, so that you can get them to farm berries faster, because they get a 2.5 times multiplier in terms of their frequency if they're on 100% energy. Once I finalize this chart, you'll find it on my Discord. It will be under one of the sleep topics, so find it there. And you're welcome to share it to other places as well, if you're part of other chat groups or whatever. So if this video helped you, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. The link to join my Discord is in the description below. If you have any questions, or if you feel like I could improve on that chart some more, if there's some information I've left out, let me know in the comments section below and I'll get on top of it.